Yes, yes, yes. What's going on there, Tyler? I'm Holden. I want to say you just look as handsome as ever today, like a Greek god. And it's time to nuke the props, my friend. What's going on? How are you, Tyler?
I'm good. I mean, you threw me a little curveball. You told me you were putting on the leopard coat, and then you busted out the little smoking prop on me. So I was looking around my desk to see if I had something, and I don't. So
this
it's
is
a good day, but I mean, you got the pipe. We got some winners.
Yeah, the pipe is the key.
Yeah, the pipe is the
Take me
key.
back to the days when I was a cocksmith. Anyways, let's go. Let's get going here. We're not going to mess around. I am firing this week, dude. I have so much stuff I like. Maybe it's because, we're a few weeks into the season. Maybe it's just because I like a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll be wrong a lot, but maybe I'll be right. So let's get into this, pal. I'm going to start with mine since you got one biggie sitting out there, and I want to get your thoughts on this. I've already thrown it out there on a short. I've talked about it on Nuke the Picks. J.K. Dobbins over 66.5 minus 118 at Rivers. It's the Jets, man. And J.K. Dobbins is getting the work. He is the number one running back. They bring in Harvey. They dump the ball down to him. We can look at Harvey receiving yards, but for me, I'll keep it short and sweet. J.K. Dobbins, number one. Number two, Bo Nix over 17.5 rushing yards. Now, this is the interesting part of the Bo Nix bet. And I'm looking up on my phone because I had to take a screenshot. The thing with the Bo Nix rushing yards, I'm getting in pre-flop at a half a unit, Tyler. And the reason why it's only a half a unit, because this dude gets most of his work in the second half. So in the first quarter this year, 2 carries, 9 yards. Second quarter, 5 attempts, 12 yards. Third quarter, 11 for 61. Fourth is 10 for 18. So really it's the second half of the games. I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to try and get in this number a little bit lower. If he does not run in the first quarter, I still think, this guy can bust a 15-yarder at any time. So if the opportunity's there, so a half unit pre-flop, and I will look to get back in on this line if it moves 2 or 3 yards, maybe 14.5, 15.5. Those are my first two. Bet them live. Are you going to the Cowboys this week?
Yeah, we're going to the Cowboys. We're going to target that Panthers' terrible secondary. Yes, CD's still out, but there was a guy for Dallas who looked really good last week, went over 100 yards. Might butcher his name, but Ryan Flournoy. We'll go with that.
Flournoy.
Yeah, Flournoy. Well, I waited to give this out until we knew CD Lamb was out this week because he got a lot of targets last week. He kind of ran all the CD routes. Also took some of Tolbert's routes, too, in that 2-receiver set. So 33.5, you could shop it around. I see a 30.5 on Fanatics.
Yeah,
I think he goes for 50-plus yards. I just think they'll be able to move the ball through the air. Yeah, Javonte may crush on the ground. I know they're talking up Jaden Blue because Miles Sanders hit season-ending IR. So maybe their run game beats him up too. But I think Flournoy can get that in one catch, and I think he's going to get 5 to 6 targets. So 30.5 seems light.
That is a game where I think a lot of people are going to look, and they should look. And Rico the Freo on the other side of things is a guy I was talking to Johnny Boy about. And Rico over 76.5 rush yards. He wants to get in live, get a better number. I just don't see why there's too much reason to get in live as opposed to pre-flop. 76.5 rush yards. He's not going for 200 yards again. It's not happening. But he's motivated. He's talking trash against his old team. They're the worst rushing defense, his old team, the Cowboys are. And most importantly, Chuba's out. So, again, this might look a little bit high at 76.5. Projections in the mid to upper 80s this week. Rico the Freo Darnold, dude, I got to go to him. I'm also looking. I'm glad you brought up Flournoy on that side because I think, Pickens getting the end zone is a good one. Pickens yards is good. Javonte is going to be good. There's plays on both sides. But right now, the one I got coming into this is Rico the Freo Darnold. What do you think of Rico? 76.5.
My only worry, I mean, it's a lower set number. My only worry is he inflated his numbers against one of the worst rushing defenses last week. 23 for 206 against Miami.
It don't get much worse than Dallas.
Passing wise, their corners Miami's rush defense is worse than Dallas in my eyes. So, I mean, it's just the thing of being on the guy who just nuked 1 week too late. That's my only worry. Should he get it? Yes, Dallas is a bad defense. That's my only worry is it's just 1 week too late.
We got on him live last week. Dallas is 24th in EPA against the rush.
Yeah.
Now, Miami is dead last. I want to bring that up, but Dallas is in the same ranks as Philly, the Cowboys, the Falcons, the Jaguars. So I'm glad you had a little pushback there on Rico, but I absolutely love Rico this week. I think he's going to go bananas. The guy I really want to get in on.
The only other thing that worries me about that is it could be game script dependent, where like they never really fell with from behind multiple scores against Miami. They kind of played with the lead too. Do we think they play with a lead after a win against Dallas? Like Dallas might run out to a quick lead, and now Bryce is throwing, and Rico's not going to be able to run the ball as much. Those are my two worries. You're 1 week too late, and the game script doesn't help.
And I'm glad you brought them up. Those two things. Carolina at home, much better team so far this season. And then the second thing is, I'm not worried about game script with him. Javonte on the other side's an interesting one, Tyler. Javonte is at 74.5 over at Bet Rivers. And that has been actually bet down 2 yards, which is interesting. But here we go again. We got a guy who's going to get a lot of carries, going to get a lot of work. He's going up against the defense in the Carolina Panthers. They are middling in EPA. They're 16th. But this guy gets so many touches. And now Miles Sanders out. Javonte Blue is not a guy they trust. You know, this kid got no work in the preseason. They were very disappointed in him. He wasn't active the first 2 weeks. Finally got out there the week of practice. He wore like Louis Vuitton cleats and got some blisters. He's had a lot going against him so far. I just think Javonte is going to eat. I'm not sure about the number. What do you think about Javonte against the Panthers?
I kind of want to take a shot on the other guy, to be completely honest with you.
Blue?
Yeah.
Javonte Blue. I know you're the money.
You're saying they're not interested in him, but they came out with a quote today once they announced Miles Sanders was done for the year. They said, we're so fired up about what Javonte Blue can do for this offense. He has rare explosiveness. I think he's going to bring something to the running back position we haven't had this year.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's going to get some work. He was a stud at Texas when he got the carries.
I know.
He could be one of these big play guys. I think I'd just take a shot on this touchdown here. You're getting like 4-1 on that. They might score 40 here too. The last time we seen the Panthers win a football game, they beat the Falcons with 30-0. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure the following week, every running back for New England scored, even the ones that were on the practice squad.
Come and brag to me about that next week. I am staying away from Javonte Blue.
I'm also needing Javonte Blue to come to life for my best ball shares.
Yeah, that would help too. Well, I think at some point in time, he's going to get a shot too.
Yeah.
The 4 carries, 7 yards, the issues even getting dressed on game day, the fact that the coaching staff really didn't trust him gives me a little bit of pause. But I mean, listen, man, Javonte ain't going to carry the ball 30 times. Yeah. So maybe Blue does get 5-6 carries. And if it is a blowout like you were worried about, then Blue's going to get even more work. So I see where you're coming from on that one. Okay, smash the like button, nukethehouse.com/pricing, and make sure that's for our packages. And make sure you're subscribed to our new YouTube channel at NTH Sports Picks. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't have said that because I think I'm only going to put it on NTH Sports Picks this week. Next bet for me. We have done this every week, and we have cashed it. I think every week. Maybe 1 week we got hooked. I don't think we did, though. Jaxon Smith-Njigba. I don't know why they brought this down from 25.5 to 24.5, but it's 24.5. And here are the names of the wide receivers to go over 24.5 longest reception. 2 Bengals, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Nico the Freo, Ricky Pearsall, Tyquan Thornton. This is the number 1 for Sam Darnold. He has been throwing deep this year. JSN over 24.5. You probably find the juice from minus 112 range. If you get minus 110, that's even better. But it's a bet we've just gone to week after week. And I'm going to keep betting it until he drops it 2 times in a row. And I have not seen that out of him. So, Tyler, I'm going back to the JSN train against a defense that gives up a lot of big plays to wide receivers.
No, right with you. I mean, he should shred this Jacksonville defense, especially them coming off the big win too. I think Seattle comes in, takes care of business, and he's going to be wide open this whole game. So I won't be surprised if he goes for 100 and maybe 2 touchdowns this game.
Whoa.
Yeah, big JSN guy this week.
We might want to look at the yards too, huh? I think he's in line for 90 to 100 yards.
Yeah.
No doubt. He's really turned into a stud. And then I got the interception props, and I want to talk to you about a few other guys, okay? The interception props. So last week crushed, threw a couple in the chat. So we'll go with one same game parlay. And the same game parlay is going to be Sam Darnold and Trevor Lawrence to each throw an interception at plus 216 in the Seahawks-Jags game. Lawrence paid us out against the Chiefs again. And Darnold is facing a Jags team that has the most interceptions in the league with 10. People not really talk about their defense. Oh, it's their offense. It's, keeping them games. They give up a lot of big plays, but they also come up with interceptions. So Sam Darnold, Trevor Lawrence, that'll be number one at plus 216. The core interception parlay this week, there's three guys. Thank God Flacco is back. And thank God Geno didn't get benched. I was worried both those guys would not be playing this week. We're going Lawrence, we're going Geno, we're going Flacco. Plus 351, Lawrence, Geno, and Flacco. Now, do you want to parlay to the moon?
Let me hear it.
Parlay of dreams. Is 1043 enough? Plus 1043 enough for a parlay of dreams?
In my eyes, not really. But
all right, we'll do a parlay of naps.
You need another zero, maybe two zeros on that.
All right, parlay of naps. Let's do that. Well, this will be our new thing then, the parlay of naps. Geno, Flacco, Lawrence, Darnold, plus 1043.
I like that.
Throw them in there. Throw them in. Let's go. So you're coming here with Flournoy today. I'm going to throw some other guys at you. I want to get your thoughts.
I got one other one that.
Oh, yes. Let's go. You got another one.
My eye.
All right.
Kayshon Boutte for the Patriots. He still runs a ton of their routes. He is wide receiver 2 there.
Okay.
They're playing the Saints. His yardage set at 27.5, Holden. That's really low. He's went for 103, 16, 28, 18, and 43. So his numbers have been a little hit and miss. But in his games, he's had multiple targets. There's only 2 games where he had one catch, and that was the one for 16 and the one for 18. Mm-hmm. Both those games, they won 33-27 and 42-13. I think they beat the Saints, but I don't think they blow them out that bad. In 27.5, he could do that in one catch. So I'm going to take a shot on Boutte, 27.5.
I like that look. I like it a lot. So 27.5. He should be good for 30.
It seems
actually low. Listen, none of us can bet at Fanatics, but if you can bet at Fanatics, it's 25.5. They'll take your $5. That's about it. If you can bet at Fanatics, congratulations. I mean, I wish I could bet there. They're just not going to let us. If you go to Sleeper, you can get a 25.5 as well, but that's it. I love that look. Absolutely love it. So I was looking at Tet McMillan receiving yards. I think he's in a great spot this week. We were talking about the Cowboys defense, right? Egbuka, it just doesn't stop. And now Godwin's out again. So now it's more Egbuka. Javonte I already talked about. Pickens yards. I'm taking him in the end zone. And then I was looking at Jaden Daniels. I am so wishy-washy on this. I can't give it out. I spent a lot of time on the advanced stats. This is something that I've dug into a lot more this season. So when you're looking at guys that run against man coverage more than anything else, Bo Nix is just in a class by himself. It's got to be Jaden Daniels against the Bears. The Bears run the most man coverage in the league, and Jaden Daniels is top 5 in efficiency and usage against man. I mean, the dude is going to run. We got a little bit of time with the later game there, but Jaden Daniels rushing is a guy I think people should look at. Pickens is a guy people should look at. And your boy is Egbuka. So you like Buka and Tet. Talk to me about these rookies, Tet and Mr. Egbuka in the passing games, because Egbuka now, his line's up to 74.5 is the best number I can see. It's almost like, hey, should we just go up to 80 with him every single week? And then Tet is sitting at 70, actually 68.5 at Bet Rivers. Wow, that's still sitting at 68.5. Egbuka and Tet. What do you think about those two this week?
Yeah, I think Tet could be in for a big game against that Dallas secondary. They give up a ton of yards. They should be playing from behind. So maybe this is the week he finally finds the end zone. He could go up over 100 yards in this one too. Egbuka, on the other hand, he is an absolute stud. He looks like the best receiver to come out of that class.
Yeah.
All of his guys around him right now are hurt, though. He's going to be a man just by himself out there on Sunday. No Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin, no Bucky Irving. It's going to be him, Rashad White, the ghost of Sterling Shepard, and Tej Johnson. Otten's another one, yeah. But it seems like Baker's just more downfield this year. Like, he's just letting that thing sing and just sending it downfield to these receivers. Egbuka, and just a matchup, the dude's a stud. I don't think San Fran has a corner that can cover him. I'd take him up to 80 to 90.
Should we bet Egbuka? Should we make it an official play?
I think we should. I don't even hate doing like a little Egbuka Tet McMillan parlay.
Oh,
like here's a fun one.
Okay,
what could we do Egbuka to have? You want to go all the way up to 100, or we want to go 80?
I mean, let's do 80.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Let's go 90. I think he can get 90 this week. Let's go 90.
We'll go 90, and he loves to find the end zone, so we'll add that in.
Okay.
Jump down to the Dallas game. Tet finds his end zone trip for the first time this year, and he also gets 80 yards. And that pays us plus 1082. So about 11 to 1.
Hold on a second. What is this again? So this is Egbuka 90.
Egbuka 90 and a touchdown.
Okay.
And Tet McMillan touchdown and 80 yards. If you wanted to just do 90-90, that gets you 13 to 1, but the 80-90 gets you 11 to 1.
Boy, I like that. I like it a lot. The other thing is, I'm not seeing it posted right now, and maybe you can find another book. Usually MGM is the one that comes out first with the Egbuka longest reception. I mean, this guy, this is where he eats. He is the longest receptions guy. JSN, they said his number 24 and a half, 25 and a half. That's something I got to go in on.
That's what Egbuka set at FanDuel right now, 24 and a half.
I mean, come on, dude. Come on. Here's his long receptions this year. 30, 30, 77, 57. One game he had 15.
I don't hate it.
Hold on. Let me see. What's the juice?
It is, let me get that pulled back up. Minus 114 on FanDuel.
Egbuka longest reception on, yeah, he's 26 and a half minus 30 at MGM. Oh boy, Tyler. I got it. That's another one. Egbuka longest reception. And you said it was 24 and a half?
24 and a half on FanDuel right now.
Oh, that's it. All right. That's another play. So here, I'm going to give you my plays then. Let's go back to this. A lot of them. Dobbins over 66 and a half. Nix over 17 and a half. We'll bet them live too. JSN longest reception over 24 and a half. I will put the Egbuka in over 24 and a half here momentarily, and the show is done. Rico the Freo Dowdle over 76 and a half. Interception props. Darnold and Lawrence plus 216. Lawrence, Gino, and Flacco plus 351. The parlay of naps. Gino, Flacco, Lawrence, Darnold plus 1043. Got a lot this week, pal.
Love it.
I got a lot.
I love it.
Keg better have a big week betting live in case this all goes wrong.
You said in case this goes bad.
No, Keg needs to have a big week in case this goes bad. Yeah. Come on, Kegger. But no. I've been doing pretty well this year. And I will say that Keg and the boys have really helped me out a ton at doing this. It's always good bouncing stuff off of you too. And I'm in on Flournoy, I think. So I'll have to bet the Egbuka along the Flournoy. And then what's your favorite bet?
Probably the Flournoy over 30 and a half.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What are you doing this weekend? Anything good? You want to stop by?
Playing dog sitter. Playing dog sitter and going to watch some football, some UFC.
Here's the problem. Every time you watch a dog, the thing runs out of the fence.
No, those are my dogs that run out of the fence.
Oh.
Yeah.
This other place you're going to has a fence?
These are completely trained dogs. They won't run away. They're not hunting dogs. They won't just scurry off when they smell something.
What kind of dogs do you have?
Beagles.
Oh, and they'll just go off? Well, you can always hear them, though. They bark a lot.
Yeah, but they like to get out there, Holden.
Yeah.
They're not like, oh, let me run down to the baseball field and chase the rabbit around. It's like, let me run 3 miles away and chase the rabbit around.
Yeah, that's rough. That's definitely rough. All right, my favorite bet of the week is going to be JSN over 24.5 longest reception. You got everything. If you haven't signed up yet, get over to nukethehouse.com/pricing. Even join us for a week, $29.99. Get in.
Ooh, I got one more play to bounce off you. Sorry to cut off your promo.
Yeah, $29.99. I'll get there in a second.
You're a Broncos guy, so I wanted to hear your take on this because I tried to do this a couple weeks ago, and he ended up catching 6 passes, which I just feel like is just an anomaly. He never catches 6 passes. You can do that uncorrelated parlay Sunday morning.
Are you going to go Cortland Sutton on me?
No, Mims. Because how many times? I mean, I haven't watched many Denver games, but when I do have them on, I swear I see Bo Nix load up every time and try and find Mims for these 50 to 60-yard bombs. And every single one of them has been just out of his fingertips. He's going to come down with one eventually. And his receptions line is set at 2.5. So you have a little bit of leeway here. So 2.5. And then if you say just bump him up to
under 2.5,
under 2.5 and 60 yards is 43 to 1.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What's under 3.5? Just
there is. You can't bump up the receptions line.
All right.
But I mean, you could sit here and play with this. You could do 50 yards.
That's literally worth a $10 free bet.
Yeah, 23 to 1 at 50 yards and under 2.5 catches, and you could work this all the way up. Jameson Williams did 100 yards and 2 catches a couple weeks ago. If Mims recreates that, 514 to 1.
So what is the yardage under 2.5 receptions? What's the yardage?
I'm going to give out the 60. The under 2.5 and 60 plus yards is 43 to 1. If you don't feel comfortable with 60, you can do 50, you can do 40. If you want to go through the whole thing, you can go all the way up to 100.
Where are you getting at, FanDuel or DraftKings?
That's at FanDuel. And you could shop that around because that 60 plus and under 2.5 could be better on DraftKings, could be better over on 365, could be better on MGM. So
my God.
He's going to come down with one, Holden.
You know, that reminds me of something I was looking at earlier in the week and it wasn't posted. Marvin Mims rushing yards. They've been giving it to him. And I don't know what let me see if I can find that number. But if they set that thing anything like over 5, I think he's getting there for us. I really do. Let me go look. I'm on FanDuel right now. We'll do. Yeah. See if you can find it. If they even offer him, and they will offer him in all likelihood because they always offer those type of props. They are not offering him right now, but he's going to get a rush, and he turns that corner. I mean, it's nothing. It's fine. I'll go to MGM too. But yeah, you know, I'm a Broncos whisperer, so I've seen a lot of this. I go back, I watch every game. I talk to former players, so it's a team I'm kind of locked in on, and Mims was I'm going to throw my $10 free bet in on that 43 to 1 though. I mean, come on, man. That's just absolutely silly. Let me see one more time. I'm going to go to rushing and see if we can find a Marvin. No one's offering Mims yet.
I even checked 365 who has everyone and they don't have Mims.
Yeah, they might before it's all said and done, but good show today, buddy. Always appreciate it. Tyler, Holden, that's us. Let me on the pipe one more time. We're good. We're going to go win some money. And thank you for nuking these props with us.